Why do you think that you adjusted to a bigger field better than NYCFC did based on where the possession numbers?
About New Year's City, you have to talk to them about it. I mean, I can tell you about our team, and what I can say about my team is that we recognize the spaces. We were able to move the ball in between, lines. For us, when the field is bigger, we can find players in an easier way. And today we were able to do that, and there were some adjustments that we had to make in regards to the team because they proposed some difficult situations. They pressure us, wide our fullbacks. They were able to find, when they had the ball, always Lopez in the middle, in between our center mids. So it took adjustment, but the guys adjusted very well, and we were able to, for most of the time, I think during the majority of the game, we were able to have the ball.
The Cosmos have won 3 of 4 derbies now. What does that mean to you personally?
I think the derbies are important matches. Not for me. I think it's for the organization. I think when you play derbies, these are the games that make the sport go in New York. And for us to be able to show that we can compete, I think it's an important thing.
As a coach, I know you probably practice defense. You tell the team to play defense all year long. But what does does it mean for you and the team to shut out an MLS team and play so well like it did tonight?
See you. For us, is very important because an MLS team is always going to propose more difficulties on us. They have some interesting players. But I was very content in the way our team was organized tactically, the way they were disciplined. I don't remember that many opportunities that the guys, from Freeman saved and maybe 1 or 2 more. The guys were able to cover and give what the game needed during the entire game. So I think also for me it was important to win it in the 90 minutes. Because some of our guys start feeling a little bit some fatigue, and it was important to win in the minute that we were able to score the goal.
You're now 3 for 3 against your first MLS opponent in the Cup. Do you consider tonight to be a success, or do you consider it to be kind of just meeting the bar where you were last year?
That's a good question. For us, every game for us is important. So we expect the guys to execute and to play well and try to win against whoever we have to play. If it's A-Bar on a friendly match, if it's New York City, if it's New Jersey Express. Doesn't matter who is in front of us, we have to perform and we have to work very hard to be able to execute. So for me, it's more about, the guys always being able to play a good match, but these are also indicators that, that our team can compete. And I think when we can compete in these type of matches, the guys get, that confidence that I think they deserve.
Considering last year's result against the Red Bulls, do you hope to get them for the next round?
Whoever they're going to put, we have to play against whoever we have to face. If it's Red Bull, Philadelphia, whoever's going to end up being, we cannot choose. It's going to be a draw, and then we have to think about it. It's not that we want this or we want that. For us, we want to continue. We take this cup very important, and we want to try to make it all the way. If it's going to be DC United, New York, we're going to try to compete the same way.
Do you expect Yasmani Duke for your next match?
We'll see. We'll see when he comes back, how he's feeling after he had a situation in the game in which he broke his nose. So we have to see how he's arriving tonight. The doctors will see him tomorrow. We'll understand better his condition, but he might be available, and then will be for the coach the difficult part to select the 5 foreigners out of the 7 that we have.
Now, Danny's a guy who you've been working with for years, and he's had his ups and downs with injury, with MLS in his career. What does it mean to kind of see a guy like Danny go out and get that goal, and what does it mean to the team?
It's a successful story. It's a story that you can tell kids. It's a story that there's so much into it that is so inspiring. At some moment it looked like he was going to be the next amazing player coming from the United States. At some moment he kind of was retired. Then he had a second life. He took advantage of it, and today he scored a goal to be able to give us, the win. And it's the way he goes about it, the karma that he has, the willingness to be able to work. His second opportunity in soccer, he appreciated very much, and I think he deserves everything that he gets.
Gutsy move, putting Reversio in for his first match after a long layoff. What were your impressions of him, and what was your thinking putting him in that match?
We've been very patient to make sure that he looks right. And he's been looking right in the practices. And we said until we don't feel that he's 100%, we're not going to play him. And he looked 100% in practice. And I think he looked he was one of the top players today. Very smart. When he's on the field, he's a game changer, and we were very fortunate to be able to have him on the field today.
How did you feel about NYCFC sitting some of their bigger DPs, or all their DPs, I should say?
Their selections in players, I don't know. I think they have a deep squad. They have great players. I think the players that played today, they're very good players as well. That's why they selected them. And I think whatever they were going to put out there is going to be tough for us to be able to match up. But at the end, the selection of who they're going to play is on their coach. For us, whoever played, we're playing against New York City, and we're playing against a team that we want to advance. And at the end, we did that.
With Roberto coming back, having almost immediate impact, Moffitt coming off an injury impact, and I feel that we've seen this all year. Somebody's injured, they come in and they immediately just impact the results on the field. Your thoughts on that?
That's the spirit of the team. It's no one particular player. It's the combined group pushing and helping the player to be able to get back into it. And Moffat came into the game, giving us exactly what we needed. As I said, it was important for us to win in the 90 minutes, and we felt that Moffat gave us a perfect situation for us to be able to win this game. As Roversio, as the guys lucky came into the game, then we put Okfor as well in order to be able to win the long balls in those last few minutes. Everybody's committed to the team. It's a family, as I always say, and that is always, I think, an important part of our team.
Did the spring results affect the locker room before the match? Was that a motivation, or was it just out the window and just focus on this game?
This is a team that wants to win all the time, and we don't feel that we deserve the win. We feel that we need to work for the wins. And at the end, if we didn't accumulate the points that we needed, we were right there, very close. Unfortunately, things didn't go our way the last weekend, but the guys have to continue to go forward. I think regardless of whatever happened in the NASL, I think the team was going to be motivated to be able to play today.